Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get the second crew up. Top deck crew's done. What do we got? Is it a hammerhead?
I'm 6 kilometers away.
There's a hammerhead on the planet. I'm killing the NPCs now.
So we just got done killing a crude constellation, Andromeda. That was interesting. And now we're moving on to a Vanguard Sentinel. So again, guys, same procedure, right? Like, you want to roll in with a corkscrew. Again, you want to get your little indicator with the little plus and minus, greater than, less than sign kind of in your view up front. You don't want to have your speed limiter unlocked to maximum speed. You kind of want to get yourself in, stay relatively slow as you decide and find out what he's going to do. He's either going to blow right through us, which he might be doing right here. So let's just see what he does. See what he's got. He's got some cannons, some ballistics, so we already know that his standoff distance is going to be around 2, 3, maybe 400 meters. You know, he hasn't hit me at all. He's built up a lot of speed. Again, he can fire missiles at me all day. It's not really going to do anything. So chances are he's going to build up a lot more speed again. But this time, again, right, like the previous video, we're talking about glide angles coming in, right? So we're going to make a nice, long, wide glide angle. We're going to pre-turn our nose over. And we are going to guess where he's going to go. We are going to get in front of him. I pre-turned a little too soon. Looks like he wasn't building up that much speed. So he's got missiles out, so again, we pop the flares. Drop our speed limiter, get a little closer. Because again, we want to get the slot on this guy. We don't want to let him blow past like he's going to try and do just now. Well, here we go. Okay, let's see, he's turning around on me now. Let's play, man. Let's play. Again, going for missile tone. Not too crazy. We can start letting out some guns now because we're within, again, that 800,000 meter zone, right? 1,000 if he's a bigger ship like a Vanguard, right? Do a little S turn here, just kind of sneak in behind him. Unlock our speed limiter, close some distance. And again, corkscrew every time we close the distance on the target, right? So if I got a close distance on a guy, like this guy, right? A little too far. Oh, see, now he's trying to blow past us. And then he went back into a back strafe there. It's all right. So he's trying to range control. He's probably in decoupled mode. But again, right, like we were talking about with cannons, like it's standoff distance. So as long as I stay outside of that little 400 meter cone, then we'll be okay. Again, right, he's going to try and distance himself, get some risk, like get some range. So this is a retreating posture on his part. And then we want to keep our corkscrew nice and tight. We're going to use our bottom thrusters to pull around. It looks like he's trying to cut his angle here. And we want to keep on closing the distance. Nice and slow. Nothing too crazy. Add some upstrafe as we come in on him here. Nose over. And we want to light him up. So this is probably going to be a long fight because we got a guy like this who likes to disengage a lot and try to hold his range, which is, I guess, a smart idea when it comes to dealing with small, nimble ships like the Auroras. Let's see what he does here. Slowly get the distance, 1.5, 1.4. Into a retreating posture, trying to get his shields back up. Want to change our angle at the last second because we know he's going to open up around that zone, right? Around 500 meters. Posture up on him here. And now we want to close the distance again. Again, right? This will be a long fight just because he wants to always keep fighting at range. And again, I'm not really worried about cannons at this range. Add some small little bumps in there just to throw his aim off. My shields are actually 100%. I don't really need to put any power into shields. He's once again retreating to a retreat posture. You want to chase him. Chase with the corkscrew, right? Always corkscrew towards our target. And use that little indicator. You see how it's we're kind of dancing around that indicator, right? So he's got two choices now because his shields are down and he's taken a lot of damage. So he's going to decide whether he wants to stick around because he's in decoupled mode right now trying to get distance, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough. And he might even be out of ammo. He might have shot all his ammo down, so this will be a slow, painful death to the hands of a rookie ship. Aurora. There it is. Longer fight than usual, but what do you expect? So I just want to talk about real quick when it comes to fighting people at, you know, basically ludicrous speeds. So speeds greatly above what your SCM is. The only tip I want to kind of drive home today when it comes to this kind of engagement is what do you do when you have someone like this in a much bigger ship flying in a very defensive way, and that means they're decoupled, they're going into a full back strafe. Like, what do I do, right? I mean, the only thing you really can do is you can do what I'm doing here, and that's a continuous corkscrew to close distance. And once you do end up getting close enough to the target to start doing, you know, any kind of S patterns or just any kind of maneuvers in general, try to fight the habit of getting into that turn because you are simply not going to get behind them. So don't even try. Okay? So you can watch this video over if you guys want to kind of drive this point through, but when it comes to fighting at high speeds, you want to make your maneuvers as tight as you possibly can. Create as much deflection as you can, as quick as you can, but understand that if you're in a defensive pattern like this, you're probably going to be at a slight disadvantage. When I mean slight, probably a bit more than slight, but you try to do the best you can with what you got. In this situation, the Vanguard had cannons, and I think we've talked extensively on this channel about why we don't use cannons in PvP. If you don't know what we're talking about, you might want to check out the Blade video when it comes to understanding holding and weapon distances with velocity. Alright guys, short and sweet, nothing too crazy. I hope you enjoyed the fights. I hope to see you guys all up for stream. I was Avenger1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.